back. Some time ago, many thought that they were over with Mohammad Kaif. Many will question why is he in the mix all of a sudden playing 2 4-day games. But many also saying that because quite a few are playing the Champions League, so the need may have come in. But the fact remains that 32, Mohammad Kaif still very much in the system at this point in time. Robin Uthappa has not played much cricket under the regime of Krishnamurthy Srikanth, but fresh off a century for India A against New Zealand A in the ODIs, he stands a chance of now once again raising his hand and giving a good account of himself. Right, Praveen Kumar over there, he last played in March 2012, and clearly Yusuf Pathan too will be eager to give a good account of himself. Irfan Pathan made a great comeback, got injured, and now he's the captain of India Red as well. Few players, we're talking about the forgotten men who are not really forgotten but not in the mix. At the same time, you also got to mention about players like, say, Manpreet Juneja, who scored 193, or Vijay Zoll scoring a century, Abhishek Nair scoring a century as well. They are all in the mix, so it's not about the lost and founds, it's also about the finds that the selectors are keeping into account, and that's very important. At the same time, Praveen Amre has good words to say about Robin Uthappa, who's working really hard towards his comeback. Improved Robin catches the eye. If you look at the innings today, which he scored on September 8th, it contained proper shots. You don't see him play the reverse sweep anymore or walk down the wicket to loft the ball past the bowler. We also laid out an emphasis on that mental aspect of his game, which is extremely important. Well, Praveen Amre is Uthappa's personal coach. Basically, the tough job is done by him. I'm just pointing out some minor adjustments. It's his inclination to iron them out, and that is very commendable. Listen, one thing is very clear, that every cricketer today is trying to work very hard to make a comeback in the Indian team. The fact that Robin Uthappa, who's not played many ODIs, in fact he's only played 38 ODIs ever since he made his debut in 2006. It's 2013. 7 years on, only 38 ODIs he's played for India. He's lost favour. He's great talent when we all seen that. But it's good to see that today he's back with the India A squad against West Indies A. He'll be playing 3 ODIs in the T20, and he'll also be playing for India Red under Irfan Pathan. He's managed only 11 T20s. This after he is a T20 World Cup winner in 2007, where he played as many as 7 matches in that one entire tournament, which means post that 2007 he's managed only 4 T20s, and that enough is an indication that he's just not found favour by selectors. Subramaniam joining us via Skype, just the right time to welcome him as well. Subramaniam, very good evening.
Hi, good evening.
How are you, Subramaniam? All well?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
All good, thank you. What are your thoughts on the selection committee? 1 year since taking charge, are you happy with the performance of the selectors?
Well, selectors always, going by history, always have some sort of restriction on them to, select a team of them, what they want to be. They have pressure from all over the place. They have to, get into so many PowerPoint that they need to select people whom the ultimate bosses want. So, given a free hand, I'm very sure they.
No, but Subramaniam, what are you trying to say? They've not got a free hand in the last 1 year.
No, they don't have.
Why do you say that?
Outwardly, they have a free hand, outwardly. But if you go into the details, I'm sure they don't have a free hand.
So please take us through the details. Please take us through the details.
To get an example of the captaincy of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, under the championship of Srikanth, the one selector wanted Dhoni to be out after the England, but that did not happen. So it goes to be that
you're mixing selection committees. That was when Mohinder Amarnath was there. We are not going.
They have been subject to the issues that the power that they.
Subramaniam, let's not mix the committees. We are talking of Sandeep Patil and co.
They are the same. Both be under the LO affair. They are answerable to somebody. If there's somebody puts pressure on them, they can select only a team that pleases that somebody.
Right. So how much do you rate this selection committee out of 10? Sandeep Patil and co in the last 1 year.
But definitely they have done much better as compared to the previous committee under Srikanth. If they have done really well, they could get some new faces who have really performed and now the international stage. But then ultimately to get a team which is selected would want to be there, it's just not happening.
Right, just the right time to welcome Mr. Sanjay Jagdale as well, who joins us on the phone line. Mr. Jagdale, very good evening. Thank you very much for giving us your time. Mr. Jagdale, it's a unanimous vote by the callers today on IC for Cricket, where they have told that this Indian selection committee has done a superb job in the last 1 year.
Yeah, I agree with this opinion. I think I have been a part of this selection committee, not as a selector, but yeah, Sandeep Patil and his team has done a fantastic job. As far as Indian cricket is concerned, they took up the job at a difficult time, and we can see what they have done in the recent past, past 1 year, 1 or 2 years.
Right, Mr. Jagdali. Mr. Jagdali, what sets this selection committee apart from the rest of the selection committees? Because something about them is so, they have so much vision that at times we are really impressed by the manner in which they've gone about their decision making.
So I would not want to compare, as I also been a selector.
Right. Right, Mr. Jagdali. Mr. Jagdali, we are seeing as many as 3 Indian squads at the moment. We are seeing young players like Manpreet Juneja, Vijay Zol also performing. At the same time, we get to see Praveen Kumar making a comeback, Robin Uthappa getting a call as well. There's a great amount of trust and faith shown by the selectors, not just in the new players but also in the discards.
Yeah, I agree with you. And players also have confidence in the selection committee because the way they have been operating and have been fair, very fair to the cricketers, whether it is senior or junior, whoever has contributed has got a chance to play for India, and whoever has been useful for the team got a chance to play for India.
Right, Mr. Jagdali, the future of Indian cricket, how would you like to describe it at this point in time under this selection committee, Mr. Jagdali?
It's very bright, there is no doubt about it, but then we need to give some time. We should not get excited. We'll have tough tour in South Africa, which will be a very, very crucial tour. I still feel that this team is capable of handling any situation, but it will be a tough tour. It will be a tough tour. I think after this tour, we will be a better side.
Right, Mr. Jagdali, before we let you go quickly, September 2012 is when Sandeep Patil and co took charge. Not the best of starts against England, but post that, the Australia Test Series which we won the Tri Series, we won the Champions Trophy, we won in Zimbabwe as well. I mean, there's something about this performance that has garnered great amount of interest and attention from fans world over about the performance of this team and coach and captain. But how much of credit and praise would you want to give this Indian selection committee as well?
A lot of credit should go to them also. Any team doing well needs some coordination among, whether it is the team management, the coach, the manager, players, physios, trainers, selectors, office bearers, need to have coordination among all these people, because basically it is the team management and the players, but then there has to be some coordination among these various categories. Then only a team can perform, and unless they have confidence in each other, that coordination is there, then only the team perform. I think right now we have that thing in Indian cricket.
Mr. Jagdali, is it tough to take bold decisions in Indian cricket?
I don't think so. There is a lot of pressure. I don't think so. I never felt that as a selector. I never felt that pressure.
Right, that's because the manner in which selection policies are happening today, one can safely say that not many are talking today about quota systems that used to do the rounds once upon a time. At least today everybody is saying that players are being selected on form and performance basis, Mr. Jagdali.
Nowadays you see a lot of cricketers coming from smaller towns. It's not only Delhi, Chennai or Bangalore, but you see a lot of cricketers are coming from smaller states and smaller district places. That's a very healthy and good sign. It shows how well spread the cricket is in India, and how the BCCI has been able to spot the talent and give them grooming, have been successful in grooming them, and this is a success of the system also.
Right, Mr. Jagdali, quite a few callers told that they would like to give the selection committee as many as 9.5 out of 10 for the last 1 year. Would you like to give it 10 out of 10?
I think they deserve it. Definitely they deserve it.
Right. Mr. Jagdali, thank you very much for your time. Much appreciated. It was wonderful to have you on the phone line. Pradeep, we request you to stay online with us. We need to rush into a short break, but when we come back, we'll have Subramaniam as well via Skype and Pradeep on the phone as well. Much more on the other side. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere.